When growing up, we were out probably from dawn to dusk playing football. And then as we've progressed through the years and got to school, we ended up in places like this, Mollusk playing fields, where we played on a Saturday and on a weeknight to our heart's content, playing football, honing our skills, hoping to be the next Geordie Best or Norman Whiteside. Definitely not academic. I put all my activities into sport, whether it be basketball, table tennis, anything that basically involved chasing a ball, kicking a ball, and unfortunately the academic side of things fell to the wayside. There was probably around 14 or 15 of us that grew up together. In the late 70s, 80s, the thought would be that we'd walk into sort of apprenticeships or the shipyard and things like that. Coming out of school, those engineering opportunities weren't there. We went on to various schemes and that there, and most of them didn't equate to anything. So I was fortunate in a way that I did become an electrician and serve my time. Worked in the shipyard for a couple of years. I was very proud of my time there, to be honest. I left the shipyard in the late 80s, went into Citybus and worked up there on the Falls Engineering in Citybus. And as somebody from that area, they used to ask you, did you go home for your lunch? That's how they basically found out whether you were local or not. So when you answered no, I don't actually, they knew where you were from, but you were accepted as a good friend. And I have many friends going back to that time through some of the worst of the troubles. When I moved up into Mollusk, there was an ongoing campaign against the landfill site. Government paid more heed to a group of people presenting themselves. We were all individuals approaching government bodies and approaching the owners. So we banded together as a group, and Mollusk Community Action Group was born, and we went in to negotiate on behalf of the community and did get improvements, but it wasn't overnight, it was over a period of time. Through time, the Mollusk Community Action Group has evolved, and we have enhanced, I feel, our village, and we've grown. We have encompassed other groups within the area. In the early 2000s, we became aware that there was a possibility of an incinerator being sited in Mollusk, and the reasons around it were basically it was picked because of its proximity to the Cottonmount landfill site. So ARC21 are the body that's behind the planning application. They represent the waste management of 6 constituent councils in Northern Ireland, basically the east side of Northern Ireland. They, in their wisdom, think a 300,000 incinerator is how you deal with waste in the 21st century. So we formed an alliance, and that alliance would be No ARC21 to stop the Hightown incinerator going ahead. And we're based on many other community groups within the area, and that's from Mayfield, North Belfast, South Antrim, Glengormley, etc. At 2.5 billion, it'll be the biggest project, public sector awarded contract in the history of Northern Ireland. The ratepayers of Northern Ireland will be paying for that for 35 years. The civil servant, in the absence of a minister, took the decision on a planning application which had regional significance. We challenged that in the courts, and the courts sided with us. Not only one judge, but 3 judges in the Court of Appeal in Belfast sided with us. So we have the backing of 4 judges who concurred with us that the permanent secretary was incorrect. The Buick ruling is a wee bit embarrassing for me because of obviously taking my surname. There's a story regarding it where through work I found myself in Cork on the day I was expected to be signing the papers off that we were going to court. So within 15 minutes of the deadline, it could have very easily become the Thompson ruling, as my vice chairman of the group was standing by ready to sign the papers. But I was able to make the dash from Cork to Belfast on the day, and so yes, it's become the Buick ruling. I believe on day one, when I make a decision that what I think is right, I stick by that decision and I see it out, basically. So, as I say, the motto of our group is the fight goes on, and until the incinerator is consigned to the past or history, our fight will go on. So it's instilled in me probably from an early age to fight for what you believe in. And I think throughout our group and throughout the community, we've all adopted that.